Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video, man. This is your boy MPD and you are tuned in Motivore Motivation SA, where we bring motivation in a Mzansi context by a Mzansi person, man, child of Azania. Let's get to this, man. Today I'm going to talk about drugs and the people who take them, man. Because now drugs are something that has crept in and infiltrated our social situations, our social gatherings, our social interactions. It's blended in. For some reason, it's something that, it's part of day-to-day living. We do it to socialize, we do it to, enhance our recreational enjoyment. We do it just to feel better about ourselves or even boost our confidence and, all those things. People take drugs for different reasons. But then now, sometimes things go south. And when they do go south, it usually is already too late. And there's got to be a reason why someone is taking something, depending on the different stages of their lives. For some it's peer pressure, for some it's curiosity, for some it's just ignorance, for some we just want to try something new. For some, we just found ourselves taking drugs. We don't even know where it started, but we are taking drugs, and it's a problem that is taking Mzansi by storm. This is a typical story. You'll find a typical young man, with a stature of about 1.7 meters, and he weighs something like 54 kilograms because he has lost a lot of weight, because these drugs have seemed to have taken a whole lot of weight out of them. And of course, there are underlying issues that perpetuate this weight loss. This person has a couple of friends who are already hooked up into a certain drugs. And in the midst of socializing, they pass the joint to you, they pass the drug to you, they pass the hookah pipe to you, they pass, the can of beer to you, they pass whatever drug it is to you, and you being you and wanting to fit in, or wanting to feel better or being curious, you take the drug. You don't even know what it is. For most people, they don't even know what is in there. They just see a joint. Maybe it's cannabis. They don't know this thing is mixed up and with some heroin and pumped up with some yahope or anything of that nature. And you take the first puff and you feel over the moon and you are happy, you are ecstatic, you are euphoric, you are over the moon, you feel grandiose, and it's a happy day for you. Because now, for some reason, consciously or subconsciously, you seem to forget all your problems, you seem to forget all your issues, you seem to forget about your lack of self-esteem and confidence, and you tend to find yourself in a position where you feel unstoppable, untouchable, unbreakable, and obviously, by the feedback of the brain, you will want to go back and take this drug again just to feel the same. But then now, days go by and one joint is not enough anymore. One can is not enough anymore. One sachet is not enough anymore. So then now you increase to 2. And remember, you're being supplied this thing for free. You're still the VIP. You are not yet frequent yet in this circle. And before you know it, it takes you 2 joints to receive the same amount of shot, the same amount of high, the same amount of euphoria. And it becomes a problem because now you start to become a burden to the supplier. That now they put you aside, but then now you are hooked. And if you are hooked, you will try to make some means to get what they are supplying you. Now you start to make means to get supply for yourself. And that's where things start to go south now. Because now you get to discover that there were a few things that were in there that you didn't know about. And you start to regret because you are way deeper than you thought. What was in there was not just cannabis. What was in there was not just a herbal fever. What was in there was just not a donkey or a can of beer. And life starts to go south. And from there, you start to lose contact with friends who matter, because now your value system starts to change. You value people according to the drug that you are taking. It's about the people who have the drug, the people who smoke the drug, the people who see value in the drug. It's about people who can get you closer to the drug. And priorities start to rearrange. You start to ditch school, start to ditch work, start to ditch family, start to ditch people that matter the most. Life is now about you and the drug. Wow. You're going deeper and deeper and deeper until you forget yourself. You forget to eat. You forget to bath. You forget to brush your teeth. Oh. Now we still start to see physical manifestations on your body, and people being people start to stay far from you. And when people start to stay far from you, even though those ones who you value and are taking the drugs with, you start to become a burden to them, and it becomes a problem now because now you're on your own. And you come to the point where you are too hungry, but yet you have nothing to buy with. And the hunger pushes you to start doing desperate things. And when you are desperate, you will take desperate measures to make sure you just get the fix. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to steal from your family. You're going to steal from your mother, steal from your father, steal from your sister, steal from your cousins, steal from your younger brother until they're tired of you. They kick you out of the house. You wander in the street. Guess what you're going to do? Steal from the neighbor. And of course, neighbors being neighbors, get you arrested to the police. Mob justice gets involved, and it's a sad story because it only started with one joint, one sip, one drink, one puff. And years go by. Year after year. Mind you, stop going to school. Mind you stop going to work. You are a dependent. And by the time you wake up, you are 33 years old, 35 years old. You ain't got no kid. You ain't got no girlfriend or wife. You are just yourself. And the drug, it's a bunch of criminal records, bad reputation. No one wants to deal with you. This is a life of a typical young South African out there. It's a life that we need to stand together to stop. It will not stop until we stand together, because these drugs are taking a whole lot of lives, destroying a whole lot of lives, and those who are healthy are doing nothing about it. And I would love to applaud those who are already doing something about it. We need to close the gap, give some education, make sure that we help so that our children and our future professionals, our future business people, our future presidents, our future leaders of our society can stay on the healthy side of life. Things that should have been prevented. We see young kids in the streets, in the townships, selling drugs, and nothing's done about it. We know the people who drink, we know the people who sell the drugs, we know the suppliers, but it seems nothing is being done about it. So let us make sure that we take charge in changing the lives of people, young men out there, for the better.